Hello everyone, I'm very excited about making this particular video because in this video I'll be talking about phishing. Now phishing is a social engineering technique where a hacker tries to lure an individual to divulge some sensitive information. It's a heavy problem, in the tech world. A lot of companies have fallen to phishing. It's a serious issue, and though our email services, our email providers have gotten smarter in detecting phishing attempts, hackers are also getting smarter, in trying to evade the restrictions put by the email services. So as I was thinking about, doing this video today, I actually got this email. Now this email is supposedly from GT Bank. Now it says account disabled. Now this alone is supposed to grab my attention. Account disabled, and it says, dear customer, we wish to inform you that your token device will soon expire, blah 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 blah, and it's telling me that I should click this link. Now this is a classic example of a phishing email. So in this video I'll show you how hackers actually do phishing emails. I'll also show you how you can detect it yourself, how you can know which email is likely to be a phishing email, and basically how to protect yourself. So one of the tools which hackers use to automate phishing, there are several tools that hackers use, and one of the most popular tools of them all is a tool known as GoPhish. So I have it opened here in this browser. So this is GoPhish. It's an open source phishing framework. It's very, very powerful, and it's not the only one. If you watch all my videos, I like to talk about options. There are several other options. This is a favorite one, and it just automates phishing and makes it so easy to use, and it's open source. So what you need to do, you need to click on the download button, and it takes you to the GitHub page, and you download it. I already have it downloaded here. So if I come here to the folder, if you extract it, you see the files like this. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to start this, which is the exe file. Now there is GoPhish for Linux as well, and it's a bit more complex to install, but on Windows it's just a matter of right click and run. So I'm running this as an administrator, and I click yes. So it has started already, and it's already it's telling me that okay, this is the admin server is at localhost and port 3333. So I'm just going to copy that, and then I come here. So this is the GoPhish login page. The default username is GoPhish, is admin, sorry, and the password is GoPhish. So the dashboard is currently empty because there is nothing that has been created yet. So the very first thing we are going to do is to set up a sending profile. Now if you really want to use GoPhish, and you really want to maximize, use it to its full potential, you have to have an SMTP server. So but in this video, for the purpose of this video, I'll be using Google. So I come here and I click and I create new profile. I click on new profile. Now you can give the profile any name. I'm just going to give it test. Okay, then for the purpose of this video, I also made an email which is coolpolicia@gmail.com. If you want to make it look more legit, we can put the header in front. Now what we are going to be doing, I want to send a phishing email to steal the Netflix credentials of a particular individual. So that's why I have Netflix here open. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to put open quotes, open and close quotes, and I'm going to say Netflix admin. So anybody who gets my email, they will think it's Netflix admin that is sending him the mail. And since I'm using Google, the SMTP server of Google is smtp.gmail for gmail.com and port 587. Now the username will still be School Policia. So I copy that. And the password will be the password for this School Policia email. Then we can test it. Let's send a test email. So I'm going to send a test email to another email which I did for the purpose of this video. So that's ekeneonya@gmail.com. Just put anything. So it says the email has been sent. Now I have Ekeneonya here, and I should get the email here, the test email. Let me check my spam folder. Yes, I have it in my, okay, it's here, Netflix admin. So it's saying default email from GoPhish. So it showed me that, okay, it's working. All right. So let me cancel this, and I save the profile. So the profile has been saved. Then the next step, I now want to set up my landing page. So that's the page that the user will see. So I click on the landing page. Now there is no page created yet, so I click on new page. So what do I give this page name? Let's say I give it test page. Then I want to import a site. I want to import this Netflix site. So I copy this link here. I come back here to import sites, and I just paste the link and I import. Now this is just going to take a few seconds. Okay, so the site has been imported, so it looks okay. And then I just scroll back, and now I want to capture submitted data. I'm going to tick on this. I want to capture the password as well. So when the person comes here, he's going to put his username, his email, his password, and I want to capture both of them. So, and when I'm done, I want to redirect to the original Netflix site. So if the person clicks login, it's taken to the original site, and the person won't actually know, that he was actually in a phishing site. So when I'm done, I just click on save page. So my landing page has been done. Then the next step is to do an email template. Now I have a particular email here which I sent myself. It's actually from Netflix, but I sent it to a different email. So this is the email now I want to send to the user. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this message source. So first of all, I'll come back here and I'll click on email templates, and I'll go to new templates. Then let's name this test template. Then I say import email. So it's asking, okay, what's the email source, the raw email source? So I come back here. This is the email because I want people to think it's actually coming from Netflix. So I come here and I click on this, and I say show original. So this is the original email. To copy it, I just click on copy to clipboard, and it's copied. So I come back here to GoPhish, and I just paste everything, and I leave this checked, change links to point to landing page, which means that every link that's here will point to my page, my landing page. So I click on import. So that is the email. Let me change the subject. And when I'm done, I just click on save template. So the template has been saved. Now next step, we need to now add our users. Who are we going to send the mails to? So I come here to users and groups, and I click on new group. So you can name the group anything. We can say test group. Then the name here, let's say Ekene on here, and the email. Just name it anything. Add. So you can add as many emails as you want under this test group. When you're done, you click on save changes. And the final step, as we've done all this now, the final step is now to create our campaign. So we go to campaigns, and as you can see, we don't have any active campaigns, so we just click on new campaign. Then now we give it a name, say test campaign. Then we select the test template. That's the only template we have available. Landing page, test page. Now the URL would be the URL which you have purchased. So for the purpose of this video, I'm actually using localhost, which is http 127.0.0.1. So you can select, okay, when exactly do you want to launch this, you know, and sending profile, I'm using test. Then select groups, I'm using test group. So once I click launch campaign, ask me am I sure, and I click on launch. Okay, so the campaign has been launched, and email will be sent. Okay, so it shows me now that the email has been sent, one email sent. So let me go to my inbox, and as you can see, I have an email from Netflix admin. So I click on that, and it said me plan updated. Hi John, we've updated your plan, blah 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 blah. Now all these links, they all point to my site, all of them. So that's also that's a way to actually, one of the ways to detect a phishing email. So let's say the person looks at it and he's like, oh yeah, okay, let me visit the help center. So he clicks on that, it will take him to the attacker's website. Now as you can see the address here, but of course this would be the address which the attacker has purchased. Now if you look at it, it looks exactly like Netflix, but it's not Netflix. He's actually at the attacker's website. So he put his email address, which is ekene@gmail.com, and he put his password as well. I'm just typing gibberish, and once he clicks on sign in, it will take him to the original Netflix website. So it will bring him to the original Netflix website, and he would never know that he was actually in a phishing website. So if the attacker was at his site, he will see, okay, one email sent, one email opened, click link one, submitted data one, and this is what we are interested in. So if I come here, I click on, this is the only result, I click on that, and it gives me all the information, the time, he clicked on the link, when he submitted the data, and you can also view the details as well. So you see, this is the password which he typed, and the attacker can just take it, and he can even replay the credentials. And once he does this, it tries to load, log into the Netflix site. So this is one way, where he has just, the attacker has been able to successfully phish the individual. So you have seen how easy it is to actually, phish an individual. The thing is, a lot of the email providers, they're actually getting smarter at detecting phishing campaigns, and attackers are also getting smarter as well. So that's why, to make it more effective, the attackers could try to study the individual, do a bit more reconnaissance on the individual to be able to adjust his email to the particular individual. So for detection, there are several ways a phishing email can be detected, and I'm just going to go through a few of them. So how can you detect a phishing email? Well, there are several ways to actually do that. Number one, most legit companies, they actually send with their official email. So as you can see now, even though I wrote even though the header says Netflix admin, if I expand this, simply looking at it, you see schoolpolicia@gmail.com. So definitely this can be Netflix. So this is one way. Don't just look at the the sender, also look at the email. Is it legit? Is it not legit? So another way to actually also detect that, okay, this is a phishing email, look for the spellings, look for any spelling errors. Is there anything that the hacker might have misspelled? A lot of legit companies, they won't just put any English there. It has to be properly structured. So if there's something wrong with the English, then it's most likely a phishing email. So as you can see, I copied this from Netflix. So the English, actually, it's okay. So this, from the English, you can't really tell that, okay, this is a phishing email or not. Then also, thirdly, the links, they have to match the links, the actual websites. So for instance, if I go back to my phishing email, the phishing email that I got from, a supposed GT Bank, this link here, once I hover my mouse around it, the link already is saying https ibank.gtbank.com, which is the correct domain for GT Bank. But then again, on the bottom left corner, it's giving me a completely different site. So definitely this is a red flag showing me that, okay, this is definitely a phishing email. You shouldn't go there. You shouldn't put any information whatsoever. Also, you shouldn't also open attachments, from sources you are not sure of. You should not open attachments, even from ones you are sure of. You should make sure that attachment is actually coming from the person. Okay. And I guess the most important thing, the most important thing is sensitization. You should always, educate your staff, educate people. You should let them know from time to time. Constant education. Too much education is not too much. Is not bad. you should keep educating your staff, letting them know what they should open, what they shouldn't open, because phishing is a serious problem. It can actually cripple a business. It has done that. It has crippled lots of businesses, so you should always be on the alert. So this was just a brief introduction to phishing. So in my next video, I will go deep into hacking companies. So in my next video, I'll be sending phishing emails, and I would entice the staff to click to download attachments and actually run those files, and I'll show you how to actually program these malicious files. So with this, I come to the end of this video. And remember, like I always keep saying, always make sure you have permission. Don't go phishing anyone if you don't have permission to do that. You should always have permission. Okay? If you don't have permission and you do that stuff, it's against the law. Okay? So stay safe out there, guys.